Howdy, I'm Jonas Pippitt. I'm 20 years old, a sophomore, president-elect of Educators Rising, sophomore class president, and I play football and cheer at the university. Today I will be giving my presentation for admission into the Teacher Education Department. I will cover the various reasons that I am pursuing the profession of education and how the profession has pursued me. I feel it is important to have our own apologetics for our careers as well as our faith. Therefore, this presentation's purpose is to explain why I feel called to teaching, describe who influenced me to become a teacher, and explain my experiences that have impacted my decision to teach. For thousands of years, people have been asking the questions, why? What is my purpose? What should I do with my life? I've heard that there are two great days in a person's life, the day that you're born and the day that you discover your purpose, the day that you find an answer to your why. I knew I wanted to teach since the end of my freshman year of high school, and now carefully examining myself and truly asking why, I have an answer. I'm built for it. I excel in areas where I have opportunities to learn from my mistakes. In school, I was always very successful at math because it was always checkable. I was able to see that even if my first solution wasn't correct, I would be able to find the right one if I kept working at it. That's what really enthuses me about becoming a teacher. It's all about trial and error. I realize that not everyone finds mathematical concepts easy. If the first way I teach the students doesn't make sense, I'm okay with apologizing and saying, here's another way. I want to teach math because I have a math brain, and I want others to understand math like I do. I view math as a big puzzle, and you just need to know the steps in order to solve the puzzle. I love helping others understand how math works and seeing them excited about the things that excite me too. That shared joy and being able to help them understand how to do the problem is something that I love to do. My compassionate spirit is definitely an attribute that I feel leads me towards teaching. I also have a great capacity for patience and perseverance. My sophomore year of high school, I was badly injured, and it took me out of a whole season of baseball. My recovery was long and tedious. Every day I had to go to rehab and do exercises that strengthened my knee. I had to be focused and pay attention to the details of rehabilitating my injury. It was painful, and without my hard work and dedication, I would have had to get a surgery. Even though it was difficult, I stuck with it and I was able to play the following season. So I understand what it takes to overcome difficulties, and I feel my ability to be patient and persevere are rather good traits for a teacher to have. Lastly, I have an overwhelming love for learning. I have always enjoyed school, even though at times it has been challenging. I still enjoy the process of acquiring knowledge and thinking critically. The best part of learning for me is sharing what I have learned with others. Luckily, teaching is a profession where I get to do that every day. It seems as though I was specially made to enjoy the art of teaching. My passion towards education has been developed and molded by the people that have guided me on my educational journey. Those being my family and my teachers. My family has been a huge influence in my love for learning. I have 3 older brothers, and the oldest is 12 years my senior, and the closest in age being 7 years my senior. So I've had some really good role models. They all strove for excellence in the classroom, and they all went to college. My brothers' successes and the passion for what they do pushed me to work hard. They pushed me to find something that I was truly passionate about. They told me I needed to study hard so that I could go to college like them. I put a lot of energy into school, and as a result, I am drawn to education. Additionally, my parents were also a big influence. The expectation was always that I do my very best, which only made me want to go above and beyond. I accredit my love for learning, in part, to my desire to make my parents proud. The role my teachers played in my passion for education was equally as important as the role that my family played. First off, the teachers I had throughout my educational career were all excellent. If I could have them for class again, I would. Fortunately, that already happened for me. I was able to have the same math teacher in high school twice because I was taking extra math credits. He was an older man who had been teaching for many years, and the thing that impressed me about him was that even though he had been a teacher for so long, each class with him was very fun. He brought a lot of energy, positivity, and a clear passion for what he was teaching us. I had several chats with him outside of class about teaching and the world of math. He was very instrumental in leading me towards math education. Another teacher that influenced me is one that I had my freshman year of high school. This teacher passed away during my second semester, and I was devastated. She had such a big heart, and she taught me more than just English. She taught me about life. She imparted lasting lessons with me, and after she passed, I learned how influential a teacher can be in a person's life. In memorial to her and to raise money for a scholarship in her name, I started a fundraiser. I sold wristbands with her classic end of class saying, "Be safe, be happy, behave." Her excitement for teaching, for learning, and for her students was captivating. I strive to be as influential in the lives of my future students as the teachers were for me. Throughout my life, I've found that one of the best ways to attain knowledge is through experiences. Reflecting on my time as a student and my experiences, there are many events that have impacted my decision to teach. My teacher's passing my freshman year was a major catalyst in my decision to be a teacher. But that wasn't the only experience that influenced my decision. Ever since I started school, I have always wanted to help my classmates understand the material. By helping my classmates learn, I realized that I was able to learn the material more effectively. I started this informal type of tutoring at a young age and have continued to do it to this day. Due to this, I was a good student. I worked hard to earn A's in every class during high school, and I succeeded at this in all but one class. In AP English, I got a B. While a B isn't a bad grade, it was the lowest grade that I had ever received. However, I was still proud of the grade because of all the hard work I had put into learning the material. It created a paradigm shift for me, and it shaped my view on education. Realizing that school is about more than just grades allowed me to view education in a different light. I realized that the main focus of school isn't getting good grades, but instead it's about learning skills, new information, and it's for the personal development and growth of every student. Thanks to my experiences, I understand the immense impact that education can have on people. Through this presentation, I hope to have imparted my reasons why I want to teach, given insight into some of the influential people in my life, and lastly, demonstrated how my experiences have pushed me towards teaching. As I close, I would just like to say, I realize that teaching can be a thankless profession. I know that there won't be constant success. In fact, I know there will be many difficult days. I am aware and excited about those failures and hardships because, in my experience, learning happens best when you fail. But failure aside, if I can be a lifelong learner, love others ceaselessly, and honor God with all my actions through teaching, then I know that teaching is what I'm meant to do. Thank you for listening.